Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Bish from Pivot Elementary. I am one of the building subs. So even if you're from Center, you might recognize me. I've been out there a handful of times. I was just talking with Mrs. Harrington today, and she asked if I would like to be a guest reader so that you guys can still see me, so that hopefully it jogs your memory and you don't forget about me while we're on this crazy break from school. I have not forgotten about you. I miss seeing your smiling faces every day, and I cannot wait to get back to school and get back into our routine and see all of you again. So the book that I'm going to read for you today is called The Legend of Jellybean and the Unbreakable Egg. It's a perfect story for this time of year because obviously we're coming up on Easter, and it also has a great little message in it at the end. So we'll jump right in. It was just before Easter on Holiday Hill Farm when 5 little chicks hatched in the back of the barn. First came Rose, then came Violet. Next Lily came along, then Daffodil and Tulip, and then something went wrong. One little chick number 6, couldn't get out of her egg. The shell was too thick. She tried every trick that a chick knew to do. She tried and she tried. The others tried too. They pecked it, they poked it, they gave it a whack, but that unbreakable egg just wouldn't crack. So they begged and they pleaded and they started to shout, but that unbreakable egg would not let her out. Then the farmer came in and took chick 6 away with the rest of the batch that hadn't hatched that day. The chicks followed the farmer past the geese, goats, and cows up the front steps and into his house. There were eggs on the table, there were eggs on the chairs, there were dozens and dozens, but which egg was theirs? Then the 5 little chicks heard a very soft rapping, and they knew that chick 6 was on the tabletop tapping. The chicks flapped and they flew through the air, they flew to the table, but once they got there, their wings were so tired, their wings were so sore, that the 5 little chicks couldn't flap anymore. One by one, the chicks dropped from the sky right into crocks filled with Easter egg dye. Next, Rose was red and Violet was blue, Lily was orange, Tulip green through and through, and Daffodil was as yellow as any daffodil that grew. They are in their paints, or their dyes, I suppose. Inside her egg, chick 6 started to cry. The chicks followed the sound and found her nearby. They attacked from the front, they attacked from the back, they attacked one by one, they attacked in a pack. But that unbreakable egg still wouldn't crack. So they rolled it off the tabletop and watched it drop. They were sure it would crack when it smacked the floor, but it didn't. It just bounced and bounced right out the front door. I don't suggest trying that because your eggs aren't going to bounce. They're going to crack, and then you're going to have a big mess to clean up. The sun was setting and the barnyard was calm. Mothers and babies were snuggling all over the farm. The chicks realized watching that egg roll along, they had been going about this entirely wrong. Instead of whacking and smacking and attacking that egg, they should have been hugging and holding and hatching that egg. So these birds of a feather all huddled together to keep chick 6 and her egg nice and warm. Then it started to drizzle, and the drops that fell made the dye from their feathers drip onto the shell, and the pattern of 5 different colors created made that unbreakable egg look decorated. You can see there she is. Some colors getting on the egg from the chicks. And on Easter morning, with the sun shining bright, 5 little chicks woke up from the night. There were colorful pieces of shell on the ground, but where was chick 6? They looked all around. So before I turn the page, I want you to make a prediction about what you think chick 6 is going to look like. And I want you to use the color of her shell as a guide in your prediction because that's going to help you figure out what she's actually going to look like. Then out from the shadow stepped chick number 6, and her feathers were wonderful, colorful mix. They were red and blue, yellow, orange, and green. So the chicks named chick 6 Jellybean. There she is. Was your prediction correct as to what she would look like? The chicks marched through the barnyard, proud as could be, with Jellybean in front chirping, "Come on, follow me." Every animal on the farm joined in the fun, and it was the best parade ever. The very best one. You see, that egg wasn't unbreakable. Not one little bit. The truth was, that egg didn't like to be hit. So when you have a problem that grows and grows, think of daffodil, tulip, lily, violet, and rose. And when you get stuck and don't know what to do, don't hit, don't shout, don't pout. Drives me bonkers. Don't beg. Remember, there's more than one way to crack an egg. There's all our friends. So I hope you enjoyed that quick little book. And I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful Easter. And I am desperately hoping that we make it back to school before too long so that we can all see each other again and so that I can see some of my very best students. And I wish you all a wonderful break, however long this goes. I'll see you all soon. Bye.